What do I bring to a portrait sales session? You know, I take their family pictures, their high school senior photos, baby photos. I bring a little kit with me to help me sell. Selling is, you know, pretty important if you want to stay in business. So you have to make it really easy. This little box is my sales kit that I take with me to every in-person client meeting. You're leaving so much money on the table if you only give out the digital files. You're not helping your clients create heirlooms. There's tons of reasons why it's very important for you to do in-person sales, IPS. So what I'm going to talk about today is how to make it easy, right? What's in my little box that I bring over to client meeting? If I can have them come to my house, that's always ideal, but I like to be portable and easy and able to be flexible at the moment's notice. So in this little box, I just have a little 5x7 print box with my logo on them. So I just took an extra one and I made this little kit that I want to go through today. So there's a few things in here. One, very important, number one item, pen. Mine has my name and my logo and everything on it. I don't want to be digging around their house for a pen. So come prepared. Come with everything you need. And if you're really smart, come with stuff they might need. Maybe bring a bottle of champagne. Maybe bring some wine. Maybe bring a 6-pack of craft brews. Whatever you need to do to get that sale. Next item in my little box is the second most important thing that you can put in this box, a Square reader. These come free. You just sign up on square.com for a free account and they mail you these cute little credit card readers. It goes into the ear jack of your phone and take credit cards on the spot. Make it easy. That is my number one tip all the time for anything ever. Got to make it easy for them. Next thing I have in there in my little box is this nifty little tape measure. So when you go to their house, you can measure a piece of artwork they already have on the wall. Personally, I'm a good brainstormer and I'm very visual, so I like to walk in their house, rearrange almost what they have in their house. You know, a lot of people just have weird canned artwork from Michael's. You know, is that really an heirloom? Is that really something they want to show off? Is that really a statement piece? I like to grab that fancy mirror or weird art that they bought somewhere and I'll measure it if I think it's a good size for a different spot. Or if I want to replace that. Measure is awesome because then I know the dimensions of that piece that they already know fits that space. And this one has my little logo on it. I got those from Vistaprint. It's pretty easy. I got some pens. Another thing in the box are little accordion books. These are really, really cool. Very, very important to bring these over, especially if you're selling a family portrait session, because these make very easy Christmas presents. Or birthday presents or grandparent presents or whatever. So if you photographed a new baby, you can put new baby photos in here. They come in packs of 3, so the client gets one and each set of parents gets one. Boom. These are amazing. I love these. They're so much fun. They come in a million different color covers. You can even put a photo on the cover. You can put their name and date, whatever. And they're just really fun to open and no one's ever seen them. Your client hasn't seen these. These are really, really cool, really easy to sell. I've even done a boudoir with this. So it was a striptease on one side and then boom, she was a centerfold on the other side. It was awesome. I got a text message from the groom. It was a success. So anyway, moving on to the next things that I have in my little box are small metal ornaments. So I just have a couple shapes, just my 3 favorite shapes. To make it really, really easy, I just took a holiday card, like graphic that I had already done, and a photo from the holiday card, and I made a sample. The best thing about having these in this tiny little box is it's a metal print. You can show them something cool that you might not want a big sample of. And when they're like, hey, what's a metal print? You can be like, this is what a metal print looks like. It looks as awesome as it does on your phone. It's super vibrant, super shiny, totally cool. I sell a ton of giant metal prints now instead of canvas because I have these in my little box. Have something really cool and unique they haven't seen, and then it also helps you sell these. Or you can throw them in as an add-on. If they order like $2,500 worth of family portrait stuff, I'm gonna order a couple of those of their holiday card we already created or of their wall art. I'll put one on that and with a ribbon. And it's a really cool way to package the entire thing. You could also put your own branding on something like that. It might be a little pricey for that situation, but it's a heck of a cool way to like wrap up a giant order. And then moving on, the last thing I have in my box are holiday cards. I have samples of my favorite holiday cards, plethora of like ideas, just so they can see like, okay, you know, you can kind of get an idea of like what kind of graphics they like. Do they want Merry Christmas? Do they want Happy New Year? And then I talked to them about how I do my greeting cards. So for me personally, I push 5x7 flat cards because they're really affordable. They're also less design time for me. So if you're just starting out, start with something simple that's easy. So I do a straight up one photo by itself on the page. You know what? You can mail this greeting card, but then everybody who gets it is getting a free 5x7. They can put it in a frame. I'm always thinking about ways to make it simple for them, dual purpose. So I don't do a lot where it's graphics on one side or, you know, with the photo. I don't do a lot of those. I do mostly ones like this where it's a whole photo and then the greeting is on the back. Like this. That's a perfect example. Super easy. And that way too, when people put it on their fridge, it's like not a Christmas card anymore. I mean, it's a Christmas card, but not really. So with this little girl here, we've done first year smash cake. We've done Thanksgiving cards, her newborn session, and we had done their wedding photo as a card. So guess what happens? I've been working with these people since their wedding. So here's their wedding. Here's their kid. She's already 2. She has a sister now. Now they're pregnant again. So what's awesome is every single time we are doing these 5x7 cards, and every single time we kind of know what photo we need for it. I know how to shoot for what's on the back. And now my client just texts me her order. It's pretty awesome when you get a client working with you for a long period of time, and you make it super easy like this, and you have a reason why you do things the way you do, then they remember that stuff and you're making it easier for them. She knows all we need is one picture for the cover. Maybe we'll put something on the back a little smaller if we want. You know, I usually try to talk her into doing the actual family on the back and not just the kid, because for me, like this one, this is a perfect example. I love this card. So pretty. And I do have 1 or 2 folded cards in here just in case people care. So like this one, it's like a wedding folded card where they could do a thank you. So I just like to have a few samples of my favorites, give people ideas, and just see what they like and what they don't like. You just kind of hand them the stack and say, hey, is anything like, do you love any of these? And then, like I said, I'm setting seeds for future sales by showing a couple baby photos from the same couple. So we've probably done 7 cards for this couple. So you know they're not going to break it up and go get their own cards, because now they have a collection of them all. They actually have them on their walls still in their house, which is amazing. When you're getting into pricing, which is another video, one thing is when you're doing family portraits or high school seniors, boudoir, anything that's not a wedding, if you mount the print, make it rigid, you can charge more for it. It's nicer. It's more special. You can wrap them all individually. And so they're opening all these awesome prints. With a wedding, I'll mount anything 11 by 14 and higher so that they don't bend it on the way to the frame store if I'm not framing it for them. But even these small ones, you know, with the portraits, I charge the flat fee for 8 by 10 and smaller. They're all the same price. Whether they get a 4 by 6 or an 8 by 10, it's the same price because I have to do the same amount of work, and the print cost is really negligible difference, you know, between a 4 by 6 and 8 by 10. It's not that big a difference. So really, all the work goes into retouching and packaging and client meetings and emails and, you know, cashing checks and all the business stuff. So they all cost the same from 8 by 10 to smaller. So I mount them so that they feel like more money. And then the nice thing about it is they don't really have to frame it. They could put it on little easel or just lean it up against something. So I find having one sample of mounted so that they know what to expect is really helpful. That's it. That's what's in my little box. If you have any questions, leave a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If there's anything that works for you that you brought with you to client meetings, share with us. I want to see what cool things people watching are doing. That's it. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.